Wes, the numbers say it all. 7-0 versus 6-1. Thursday night football, Packers-Cardinals. It's time for Final Thoughts. Weston, what's at stake?
Mike, the Packers winning streak. It's funny, they're the first team in NFL history to come back and win 6 straight games after a 35-point loss in the opener. They're trying to become the first team to do it 7 straight games after that. They've been off to a remarkable start, but this one's going to be a little bit more difficult. They're without Davante Adams, but one other thing they're kind of keep an eye on with this one, they're 6-0 in the past underneath Matt LaFleur when Adams isn't playing. So that's the other streak they're trying to continue down in Arizona.
Yeah, absolutely. And they're also trying to hand the Arizona Cardinals their first loss of the season. The last unbeaten team in the NFL. The Packers have a chance to tag them with a loss. There are also 3 other teams in the NFC with just 1 loss. So if you're the Packers, you want to avoid number 2. Wes, who's heating up, presented by Aurora Heated Apparel?
Robert Tonyan, Mike, and it could not have come at a better time for this Packers offense. Last week really broke out. 4 catches, 63 yards, the 20-yard touchdown right down the middle of the field. Green Bay Packers have a lot of question marks at the receiver position in this game. Robert Tonyan, they need more production out of him, and they're going to look for it against the Cardinals.
Yeah, and on the defensive side, how can it not be Rashawn Gary, right? Last week against Washington, 2 sacks, 4 quarterback hits. The sack fumble, the big play that changed the game early in the second half. Packers need that pass rush, obviously, to get after Kyler Murray. You have to be a little more careful because he can take off and run and scramble around and all that, but Rashawn Gary will be a big part of this defensive effort. Wes, I say this is one of those games where the Packers win if Aaron Rodgers is the best player on the field. And I say that because he's the 2020 league MVP, the reigning MVP in the NFL right now. The Packers are shorthanded on offense. Kyler Murray on the other side is off to an MVP start in 2021. If Aaron Rodgers is the MVP of this game, that's how the Packers get a victory.
Yeah, I agree with you, Mike. And the Packers defense needs to keep playing like the D train. That's how they win this game. And when you look at last week, they've been doing a lot of good things over the course of this season with their total yardage, being able to get some takeaways. The red zone had been the one area where they've been looking for some improvement, and they've gone 4 for 4 in the red zone against Washington. You have to keep that momentum building. There's been a lot of injuries on the defensive side of the ball. The Packers must continue to overcome.
All right, and with that, we'll sign off on this edition of Final Thoughts. Be sure to follow all of our coverage of the big Thursday night game on Packers.com and on all of your social media channels. Thanks for watching, everybody. Enjoy the ballgame.